Hi everybody, my name is Allie and this is my new channel, FrugalAli 21. I am so excited to finally start recording some videos for YouTube. I apologize in advance. I have two kids and you might hear them in the background. Don't worry about them, they're just doing their homework right now while I set up my first video. I actually wanted to do a review on a few products that I purchased recently. Because that's actually something that I want to start doing on YouTube. I happen to come across a lot of different products that I experiment with, especially for my hair, just because I have really special hair, if that's what you want to call it. It's got a very unusual texture, and it's usually puffy and big and curly and frizzy. Right now it doesn't look that bad because I flat ironed it with the products that I'm about to show you. And of course I could do an introductory video talking about myself and all that, but I'm not gonna bore you yet. We can do that in some other video, but at least for now I wanted to get this out there just because I've been contemplating it for a while and I finally said let's do it. So hopefully the information that I provide to you today will be helpful. Again, I am a little bit frugal, so if it seems like I'm buying products that are a little bit on the expensive side, trust me when I tell you that sometimes it's worth to spend a little bit more money but actually get quality products. I have tried everything from your drugstore stuff to Ulta to Sally's, I'll do a video on that some other time, to anything that I can get my hands on, that I can explore, that I can do research on. I try it, and I am going to be very honest and tell you guys that I use the refund return policy to its full extent, because I feel as consumers, you know, some of us aren't very rich and we love a bargain, but at the same time we don't want to buy something that's totally worthless. That's why it's definitely something you should practice. If you purchase something and the place has a return policy and you hate it, return it and just try something else. That's what I've been doing, and I finally came up with the perfect combination of products that work for me and essentially can work for you. I mean, if my hair looks like this right now, and I will guarantee you when I show you a picture of what it really looks like, you're not going to believe it. But anyways, let me get started. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take a quick little break. I'm actually trying to adjust my computer so the lighting doesn't make me look like I'm a ghost, and it's not working. But at least it makes my hair look fabulous, so that's great. Excellent. Okay, yikes. Let's get started. So, the products that I use, first of all, I want to talk about shampoo, because everyone makes such a big deal about your shampoo has to be super expensive and it has to be the best and no sulfates and all that. Yeah, it's true. If you get something without sulfate and all that other garbage that is not good for your hair will thank you for it, but it's not an essential thing. I mean, I'm using Suave right now. It's like $1, and it works just fine. In fact, I use the clarifying shampoo just because I don't wash my hair every day. I actually wash it maybe every 3 days or so, and it works fine for me. I mean, yeah, at times I get, you know, a really itchy scalp. Okay, big deal. You know, I'll just do like a castor oil mask on my scalp, and we can talk about that some other video because that actually helps out a lot. Not only for your scalp to be nice and soft, because guess what? Your hair comes out of your scalp, and that's where the healthiest part of your hair growth cycle needs to be. Anyway, so I wash my hair with the Suave, and I don't put any conditioner on it at all in the shower. I feel like that's kind of a waste because you're putting these products on and you're washing them right out and they're just going down the sink. So what I do is I wash my hair, I towel dry it, and then I will use Infusium 23, I think that's what it's called. Honestly, just any type of detangler will work just fine. Infusium seems to work really good. There's one by, I think it's VOHV involved in there somewhere. It's like $3 at Walgreens, and it works great. I just need something to help me detangle my hair. I don't brush my hair with a brush. I use my fingers. and I just run them through my hair. My hair falls out a lot, so I do that until it stops falling out, which it's just for about a moment, and then it keeps falling out. Okay, my bangs are really annoying. Anyway, so, not working. By the way, I don't know how to edit, so this is all gonna make it to the video already. So once that's done, towel dry, put on some Infusion 23, detangle the hair, and then I get this product here called, well, geez, it's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. That's what it's called. This stuff is amazing. It's definitely a miracle. Like I said before, I have had many trials and errors with hair products, and this is the one product that I have just recently started using. By the way, this is a special packaging. It's the Christina Applegate Breast Cancer Foundation packaging. So some of the money paid towards this went to the foundation. But typically it looks like a dark blue, I believe, package, and it's still the same product, obviously. And this is the regular one. There's one that says with keratin. I didn't try that one. I tried this one because this is the one that someone recommended to me, and I was like, yeah, right. And it's awesome. It's definitely a miracle. This does many things. It repairs dry hair, adds shine, detangles, it controls the frizz, seals and protects, prevents split ends, stops breakage, creates silkiness, enhances natural body, and it's a flat iron and thermal protector, which is exactly what you need to flat iron. But I'm not done yet. So this is part of it. There goes one thing. Then I actually let my hair air dry, and after it's air dried, which looks like a big puffball, I will take this product here, and this is the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. Paul Mitchell, everyone knows Paul Mitchell. And honestly, I used to work at a beauty store, and Paul Mitchell always had the worst rep. It was always like, oh, Paul Mitchell, you know, they make really expensive products. They're not even that great anyway. But actually, it's not that bad. Please, these bangs are annoying. Okay. No, this is not bad at all. This is awesome. This is a serum, super skinny serum, and it says it's smoothing and conditioning. Exactly. That's exactly what it does. And again, I have tried many, many, many serums, the Moroccan oil serums and all that fancy schmancy stuff, including the drugstore stuff. This stuff is just different. I'm not quite sure why, but I can tell you one thing. I have noticed when I use this that my hair actually stays straighter longer. So I think this has a lot to do with it. So again, this goes on just before I flat iron. Now, flat irons. Holy smokes, have I used flat irons beyond what any human being should. I think I've had way too many flat irons to the point where I've burnt myself out, no pun intended. My husband is pretty much, you know, used to seeing a box outside the door from Folica, because that's where I get my flat irons, folica.com, just because they have the biggest selection and they happen to sell the brand that I love, which I keep coming back to. I have tried to go with other brands and do the whole, oh, there's no way that's the only one that works as good, and it does, and that's Sedu. And here is the flat iron that I have. It's a technical difficulties. Where was I? So Folica has something called folicavip.com, which is really cool, and you don't have to pay any money or anything like that. It's like a membership that you put in your email and create a password and you sign on, and it's I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if you guys have ever tried those quick sale type of things where they do it for a week, but it's super, super cheap and they just have limited quantities of a product. That's what that is. And they had this on there, and I was like, holy crap, I better grab it because it's normally expensive. I don't know exactly how much, but it's beyond 150. I know. It's quite a bit for me. And I actually got it for 75. And the cool thing is that you earn points every time you buy something. So when you go back to buy some more, you can use those points towards it, and then you end up paying way less money. Okay, I give up on the bangs. These stupid things. Um, the bangs, we'll talk about that some other time, but I cut those myself, and I think I made a mistake. Okay, so here's a flat iron. It's pretty and it's pink and it's really awesome, and you just glide it through the hair and it does wonderful things because my hair is really the worst thing I have ever seen in my life. I know you guys don't believe me, but trust me, I will do a before and after video and you guys are going to be like, she was not kidding. Okay, how to explain it? My hair is like Shakira's hair, but 3 times bigger, 3 times curlier. No, not curly. It's more like spongy. It's not even curly. If it were curly, I'd wear it curly more often. It's more like a big wave of nothing. Okay. So I flat iron the hair. Of course, I section it off. That's the easiest way to flat iron hair. If you're trying to flat iron your hair and you have no control of what's going on, don't even bother. You need to section your hair. Start at the bottom, work yourself to the top. Usually when I get to the top, I turn it down heat-wise. This can go all the way to 450, which is, yikes, really hot. And you don't want to do that unless you want to burn your hair off, which I have done in the past. So I use it about 340, and once I get to, about this much when I'm doing my bangs and stuff, because your bangs are always going to be flat ironing them because they're like, that's how I look when I wake up. I'm like, okay. Anyway, I go down to about 260 and then I finish it off. I usually do this at night before going to bed, which is probably not a really great idea since I wake up in the morning and I have a little bit of waves down at the bottom. Like I said, the Paul Mitchell stuff has been working so great that I rarely ever go over my hair in the morning more than once. I usually just do the bottom. I don't know why. The bottom of my hair, it's like a different species altogether. Not sure why, but it's the one that breaks the most. It's the most spongy. It's just really, at some point I even considered shaving half of my head so that I wouldn't have to deal with it. I know it wouldn't be very attractive, so I didn't do it. And I never will. So, going back to the flat iron, once that's all done, you're good to go. I don't wash my hair for like 2-3 days at a time, and I actually make sure that I use some dry shampoo to keep my hair smelling fresh, because you don't want to get smelling all funky and gross and sweaty. But because it's so much better for you to not flat iron so often, that's why I do it. I don't do it every day. I do it only to touch up, and then I wait. And I'll even go, I know this sounds really gross, 5 days, but I'll actually put it up in a ponytail. And sometimes when your hair is dirty, it looks the best. Especially in a ponytail, it's nice and sleek and it looks good. So anyway, that's basically my tutorial on hair. And I really, really hope you guys enjoyed my first video. Again, I just want to be on here and just give you guys my honest opinion after research. That way I can do all the research for you, and then you guys can just go and try it out. And like I said, even if you don't like it, return it and try something else. If you have suggestions for me and you think, hey, have you tried this? I'll be more than happy to try it out. Again, I appreciate your time. And feel free to leave me some comments. I'm pretty new to this, so just be gentle. Yeah, give the newbie, a gentle welcome. But I'm also all up for, what do you call that? Constructive criticism. So feel free to leave some constructive criticism on my page. Again, I apologize for any random quirkiness and camera issues, background noise, which I don't even have any music. I don't know how to do that yet. I'll do it eventually. Thank you guys and have a great night.